What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. Austin here.
And Ethan.
And today we're going to be breaking down everything you need to know about Elder Scrolls Blackwood and its release both on PC on June 1st and June 8th, coming to all major console platforms. So there are a lot of changes coming with the new content, the biggest of which is the new region, which is located south of Cyrodiil. You're going to be visiting the hub city of Leyawiin, which you might remember from Oblivion back in 2006. It's mostly the same city, but it's got a little bit more touches of an upgrade nowadays in ESO. It's a very large map, so you're going to want to mount up, make sure you've got all of your mount speeds upgraded. This is going to be a big one. Also, all the architecture is based on Argonian stylings, so it's going to seem kind of muddied down just like you remember from Oblivion. As far as your main MSQ or main story quest, you're going to be taking part in the Gates of Oblivion quest line. This is the quest line where mostly high-ranking officials are coming up missing all over the land, dead or otherwise. And it's up to you to team up with the NPC Evely Sharparrow in order to determine the cause and figure out what the heck is going on. So you're going to find yourself unraveling an age-old conspiracy that's going to link back to the big baddie of the expansion, Mehrunes Dagon. And this takes place before Oblivion, where he has fully invaded Cyrodiil with all of his gates open. This is him kind of testing the water, seeing if his gates are going to work.
Right, so it's kind of like a prequel to Oblivion, right?
A little bit, in a way, yeah. So how these Oblivion gates work is they're going to pop up randomly all over the map, and they're actually quite rare. And when you find them, you will find yourself instanced in one of them. And just like in old Oblivion fashion, you're going to find yourself racing to close the gate.
So it's more of like a little miniature dungeon instead now, rather than just like elsewhere, or, you know, it's just not like a random world event now. It's kind of like it's a world event, but it's its own little instance.
Yeah, so it's very similar to that, but it's kind of like Delves in a way. Like they're single player content. You don't need to be playing multiplayer like a dungeon. So it's quite interesting, and you're going to be able to find these things just pop up, as far as we know, anywhere in the new expansion.
Yeah, I really like that. That's awesome.
Yeah, and made even better is that you don't have to go alone. ZeniMax is introducing the new companion system, and this is going to allow you to have a companion along with the journey.
Yeah. I've been super excited about this. Yeah, this looks really cool because like you can gear them up with your gear that you got.
Yeah, you can gear them up.
I've been like watching like videos, anything I can on it. They said that you can gear them up with the gear that you have, and
yeah, so they're fully customizable.
Like, set
and you
what
can pick
way
two
they,
of them.
yeah, you can pick from two of them, and you get them through like quests and stuff. But the coolest thing to me is like you can set the rotations. You can pick what spells they use and then set how they use the rotation. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. You can set them to be a tank, a healer, or even a damage dealer, so you can kind of customize your own kind of miniature party.
Yeah, and like the way that they behave, you can change their AI and their behavior. So if you want a guy who's gonna be right with you and like stay in the thick of it, you can have them set to that, or have them set to, okay, stay back and throw spells, you know, something like that.
I love that stuff. When I played Final Fantasy XII, the Gambit system allowed me to kind of control what my party did and when, without me kind of having direct input.
Yeah, without having to micromanage.
Right. It was behind the scenes. I kind of set up how everything worked. I really hope you get to be able to kind of get your hands dirty with that kind of system with the companion system.
Just so excited for it. Especially it's going to make soloing like world boss content way easier.
Oh yeah, that extra damage is definitely going to help.
Yeah, or heals, you know, like if you just want to do the heals.
Yeah, just nothing can kill you. I'm sure I imagine there's going to be ways to break this system, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. It's going to be fun. I can't wait to dive right into it.
And if you thought it was boring, they decided to pepper in just a tad little bit more spice.
Just pepper. Just
a little pepper. And if you pick the right one, if you steal, they might not like that. So they will grow to actually have contempt for you and not enjoy being in your company.
It'll probably be the noble dude.
So along with the companion system, which obviously we're both excited for, promises to be great. And another thing, populate the world. Like we're going to see tons of bodies all over the screen, right?
Yeah, I mean, just playing ESO on the console just for a few days now, since we started talking about this, a lot more people playing.
Yeah, this typically starts to happen on the lead up to a new expansion. Plus everyone's gearing up. They're getting ready. So along with the companion system, we're also getting the Seals of Endeavor system. So this is a new form of currency that can be earned by completing daily and weekly quests. These are new quests, new content. Obviously, they're going to be kind of fetch questy, just like your normal daily quests, and possibly some recycled stuff along the way. You're going to be able to purchase premium items with this currency that were otherwise previously exclusive to the Crown Store and crates. So it's not going to be like the way I think the system works is instead of buying a crate with your seals, you buy the one particular item you are hunting for that exists as an instance chanced item in one of those crates.
Yeah, this is something that I'm really looking forward to as well, just because it's more friendly to to people. You know, it's like the only way to get those items, and they put all their coolest stuff on that store so people buy it. You know, like if you ever took a gander in there,
Why wouldn't they?
they have these mounts.
That's the problem with all cash
Yeah,
shops.
They have these crazy ass mounts that you can get, and they have all these cool special effects and stuff. And meanwhile, the mounts that you earn in game are just like the most. You don't really earn that many mounts in game, but the ones that you do are just like a horse.
Yeah, you get a lot of generic
You know what I mean? It's the most plain.
What I find is most interesting about this new form of currency is that it's not a hot fix. Well, it kind of is. It's like the duct tape version of a fix on the problem that is a cash shop, right? Cash shops are a problem. You can go watch any YouTube content creator talking about cash shops to discover why they are a problem, but they're a problem at the core in development, right? If you have people making the best assets for the cash shop, what are they intentionally making for the main content that you're already purchasing with a box price and your subscription? And granted, ESO is not subscription required, but if you want to play, if you want to play the most updated content, you're going to subscribe. If you want that
Completely free to play.
mat bag for all your materials, you're going to subscribe. So, I mean, you're already paying that subscription. You already paid the box price. You should be getting the best content anyway. This is an interesting way to kind of mitigate a lot of the hate that comes along with the cash shop.
Yeah, I mean, this way you can like reward your dedicated players, you know, rather than punishing them, being like, the only way that you can get this is through a cash shop that you're going to randomly get a chance of getting what you want, you know?
I can only hope that it's better than Destiny 2's recently released transmog system.
I hope it is. I mean, from what you've described of it,
It needs to
from
be
what you've
more
described
smooth.
of it, it seems really good. Like you just do whatever you want and you get these points of endearment.
And you'll eventually earn the gear that you want.
Yeah. Just
Which is
hopefully
great.
it doesn't take a month to get a skin, you know?
So next up, as far as updates go, is the new champion point system. Ultimately, they just simplified this to make it a little bit more mainstream for all the players to understand, so it's a little bit more friendly with how you are building your character. So this is pretty interesting. If you're a new player to ESO, there's a brand new tutorial, kind of similar to how WoW Shadowlands with World of Warcraft made it so there was a little bit more of a simplified tutorial island for you to experience and your own little mini dungeon for you to explore. ESO is doing the very same thing.
I'm noticing a trend. They're trying to make it more, you know, easy to get the hang of, rather than just being confusing.
These are good things. These are
Exactly.
good things. Developers are paying attention. They're listening to their fan base, and they want to bring new people on board. This is great.
And nothing better than getting dropped in the middle of a game and not knowing what's going on. That's what turned me off to this game. ESO, when I first started, when it first came out, you know, it's like I had no idea what was going on. I didn't know what the story was. I had
Yeah, for sure.
no idea. And the game's just come a long way so far. So
Yeah, now they have that exploration tool where you can just like pop open the map and say, hey, I want to explore the next thing, and it finds the next thing for you to discover or complete, and you go there. So on June
Exactly.
15th, we are getting a huge update. This is going to be impacting the consoles, all major consoles and platforms. You're going to be getting an improved frame rate, which is boasting a smooth 60 frames per second on all platforms while in performance mode. Yeah. So, I mean, this is an improvement. This is something that we needed for a long time. Bring us to that smooth 60. But along with the performance mode upgrades, we're also getting an increased draw distance, which is probably my favorite thing. I love increased draw distances. As a fan of Xenoblade Chronicles, I love those big open landscapes, see far off into the distance. Along with
yeah, I like to be able to see.
yeah.
You know, I like to be able to see my game.
You don't want an active fog of war on your screen?
No, I just don't want a constant fog. It's kind of boring to look at every
Some
now
of
and
these
then.
games really bring me back to like the old Dynasty Warriors games on PlayStation 2, and you
Thinking
just can
about
only
like
see.
Oddworld, Munch's Adventure, or something like
Yeah.
that, like Munch's Odyssey, and just thinking like, wow, games have come really far, especially with draw distance.
Absolutely. And along with the draw distance, you're getting things like unlocked textures, improved anti-aliasing, improved reflections. You're going to get upgrades to the lighting system, which is going to mean enhanced ambient occlusion with screen space global illumination that promises to increase the level of details with natural indirect lighting and shadows.
They're really stepping up their game with this. They're just throwing on a whole new coat of paint. They're retweaking the engine a bit. They're, you know, like, it's not like the engine itself, but I'm talking like they're tuning it. You know, they're tuning it. They're getting the gears going, and you know they're gonna support this for a while, it seems.
Yeah, and I imagine, this is like a rebranding almost. You know what I mean? But I imagine, like any dad who just discovers a power washer and how good it
Yeah.
feels to use a power washer on your house.
Yeah.
And it's like you
Yeah,
just
you
want to
just
power
get
wash
rid of all the
everything.
grime.
Yep.
Yep, just get rid of all
Rid
the
of all the
grime.
grime, smooth it up, make it shine, and yeah, let's get back to the core of the game, which is just having fun. And the best ways to have fun is to improve quality of life and make it easier for the people who are playing your game. So great news across the board. Eason, how excited are you for ESO Blackwood?
Dude, I am really excited. I've already started playing the game again, just kind of grinding out, doing dungeons and stuff, at least for what I have time for.
Yeah, I get my dailies.
And yep, you get your dailies. I know that. It's such a cool little game. Like, I love just having that progression there and just being able to go back to my character. And as we said before, the difference between this MMO and a lot of MMOs, yeah, is the fact that you can always just come back to this game and enjoy it.
Oh my
You
God,
don't
make
feel
sure you
left
link
behind.
the how ESO can make World of Warcraft a better game video at the end of this video. No, you can even leave this in. I
Yeah,
don't
I
care.
will.
They can hear it. Like, we talked about this in depth about how ESO, we believe, is making waves in the MMO genre that hopefully leave ripples for years.
Yeah, it's just it's an interesting, because ESO is not the perfect MMO. Like,
No,
just
tons
to
of
be clear,
problems.
it's not the perfect MMO. But a lot of the things that it does,
It's one of
it
those
does really well,
pioneer
though.
MMOs. You know, like, I feel like the MMO in 10 years that learns the most from MMOs out today and from the things that ESO is like the breath of the wild for MMO. It's just overhauling how you think of endgame. And again,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. That's not this video. Go watch that other video. Let us know if we missed anything down in the comments below. Let us know if you're excited for ESO Blackwood. Eason, take us out of here.
Hey, you made it to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. So until next time, take it easy, guys.